me emotional to know that I ever stood by idly and blind and let that shit happen. Because
I know that I have been a Trump supporter, and I can no longer say that I am Maga. And
I regret my vote for Trump.
I voted for Trump. I'm done. I don't have any more resilience in me.
But we need to encourage these people. Thank you for having the courage to speak out now. It is too late, but now that you're here, keep speaking out and please join us in the fight. That's the only way we're going to get through this, because we have to continue to welcome the people who are going to be suffering along with us over to the side of the fight if we're going to win the fight.
Maga voters are now finally realizing the impact of their choices, and now they are regretting it. But here's the thing, some Americans have a message for them. Let's see what they have to say, and the truth is, it doesn't always feel good, but it's necessary. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's go to the video.
Yeah, I voted for Trump. Absolutely. Did I know he was going to increase the tariffs? Yes, I did. However, I thought that the infrastructure would be set up prior for small business to come back to America and manufacture.
Why did you think that? What possible evidence could you have based that thought on?
Coming from someone who is ex-MAGA, I am terrified. Not of Trump, he's just one guy, of how his supporters are now responding to this constitutional crisis. So the Supreme Court yesterday ruled in an emergency ruling that Trump's Alien Enemies Act can no longer be a thing. 7-2. With 2 judges obviously dissenting. Whatever. That's not why I'm worried. Trump supporters all over the platform X are now saying that the Supreme Court is compromised and that Trump needs to just completely ignore it. And I'm like, oh, this is really bad. Like, there was people with huge platforms advocating to millions of people that it is a good thing for Trump to ignore the Supreme Court. And that terrifies me, and it should terrify you as well.
Hi. Well, it's Sunday. So recently I ran into 2 of my friends, and they were both big Trump supporters. So I stopped and I said, hey, what do you think about everything that's going on with the cuts and childhood cancer research and cuts to U.S. aid? And so what do you think? How's it going? And they both said, well, since the election, we decided not to follow politics that closely. Really? So you voted for Trump, but now you don't want to follow politics? And why is that? Well, it was just too upsetting. Oh, really? You voted for Trump? Choke on that word. You voted for Trump, and now you don't want to take any responsibility?
Like you, I'm sure you've been seeing videos of people saying, oh snap, now that Trump's in, I didn't really realize he was going to do all of these things. He's not caring about the bird flu and making the price of eggs lower. He's doing things that are affecting me. I can no longer access my Medicaid, even though that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm still having trouble, accessing my child's account, or, FEMA's being taken away, and I was supposed to be a recipient of some FEMA help. That one particular lady goes on about the things. But I've seen other videos where people are saying specifically, this is really bad, and I regret my vote. It's easy for us who saw this coming 500 miles away to feel satisfaction, to want to gloat in the face of that. But here's the thing, we're all here. And the more we hear these people speak out, the the more people we have fighting for us. And I want their fight. I don't, I'm not about, well, you voted for him, you don't have the right to fight against him now. Listen, we need all the help we can get. So if these people are seeing the light now, and if they're saying, no, I'm going to fight with you against all this stuff, yes, please. Yes, please, because we need all the help we can get. So gloat with your friends. Feel that little bit of satisfaction of I told you so. But we need to encourage these people. Thank you for having the courage to speak out now. It is too late. But now that you're here, keep speaking out and please join us in the fight. That's the only way we're going to get through this, because we have to continue to welcome the people who are going to be suffering along with us over to the side of the fight if we're going to win the fight.
Hi, everyone. So I'm with one of my really good friends. She voted for Trump.
Regret.
And you know what? Well, yes. But guess what? It's not time for us to do that. The time is come for us to figure this shit out. Okay?
It's time. The medical field is getting fucked right now.
Right. So when the healthcare starts to be affected, we're fucked.
We're all fucked.
Yeah, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
So guys, we have got to get this together. I get that we're all like, fuck Trump and fuck everything and fuck these people that voted for him. But guess what? We're all in this together. Right? Yes.
Yes.
And I know people want to hear that you regret your vote.
As of right now, I'm very unhappy with where we are economically, for sure. It worries me.
But guess what?
We're all
This needed to happen. We needed for him to win, rigged or not, for him to win and for all of us to come together. So what we are saying tonight, let's come together. Exactly. Let's come together. We're all Americans.
Stop the division.
Stop blaming. Stop saying what if, what coulda, woulda, shoulda. Let's get it together.
We have to at this point.
Yeah, we need to.
It's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna face some shit.
Yeah. Because she's in the hospital setting. She's an RNFA. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's a registered
nurse, first assistant.
That's right. Which helps surgeons
during
assist
surgery.
in surgery, right?
And we're gonna everybody's doing layoffs. Hospitals are doing layoffs because they can't afford the supplies because the tariffs are too high.
Right. So, guys,
if the medical field is suffering, imagine what everybody else is doing.
Right, and if it's hitting the medical field, trust me, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
When they're laying off people in the hospitals.
Because they can't afford supplies.
Exactly. So, guys, God bless America. We need to get it together.
To get you ready for a good week, I want you to know that Maga is breaking apart. There is no way I can post all the stories, all the comments, all the information that I'm getting from you guys, from people in my life, from other sources that are showing me and telling me all the things that are happening, that they are seeing in their lives. Now, one of my original videos about cults is that they quit in silence, and that is true. Like, for example, like there could be a couple that both want to leave for a long time, but they're both afraid that the other one will leave them if they find out they want to leave. And then sometimes in an accidental way, they'll find out that the other one wants to leave, and they'll go, oh my gosh, me too. Oh, thank God. It's kind of like that. Like, I'm the oldest of 8, and I had been thinking of leaving for a long time. But I was just scared to bring it up to everyone because you're afraid to get attacked. And then finally I said something to my sister late at night, and I said, what do you think about? She goes, I think it's a bunch of crap. And I went, me too. Okay, good, we're done here. So it's kind of like that, but you hold it in for so long. So just because your family isn't saying, yeah, I'm leaving, or, oh, he's awful, that doesn't mean that that isn't there. They're just processing. They're trying to find a safe space or a safe time to say it, someone to say it to. Maybe they need more evidence of other people leaving. And that's why I would love to get all this out and just be able to like put it on billboards and go, okay, everyone, this actually is happening. Just because you don't see it in your house. But, you know, I'm surprised. Like, I love the stories, though. Like, they're breaking down monuments. It's like some people have, like, their house looks like a monument. It's all ripped down. Someone built a throne. All taken down. Someone had him up as a mannequin doing whatever. All gone. Flags are coming down right and left. A lot of people just say they're Republican now. Or they talk about George W. Bush is the best president. Like, they're recalibrating everything because they have to. But, you know, people are saying, the people at work are saying they're scared that he's going to ruin the economy. They're scared that he's arresting people he said he wouldn't. And I don't want to hear they should have known, because if you say that, that means you're ignorant to how cults work. And I'm here to educate about how cults work. And I do that on YouTube at Cult College. And those videos will be starting soon. In the meantime, I'm just posting ones from here because you've asked for them, so you can post them on Facebook. Because my stuff there is doing very well, I guess. They're not getting a lot of pushback, getting a lot of shares, which is another sign of something. So I don't want people coming and saying they should have known, because all that tells me is you are uneducated about cults because you simply wouldn't say it. I want people educated about cults because I don't want to repeat this forever. I don't want our children to live in that world. I don't want us addicted to our rage, because that will get us zip. Rage is like pouring toxin in the ground and hoping flowers are going to bloom down the road. No, we have to be very conscious of the seeds that we are planting for the flowers to bloom. And that's not about empathy and feeling sorry for them. No, it's called strategy. It's called being intelligent. It's called being an adult. That's just the way it is. Life isn't fair. We have to be adults. If I want flowers down the road, if I want a safe world for children and immigrants and oppressed people, I have to plant the right seeds right now, no matter what the environment is. That's my job as a human being, as a responsible adult. I don't get a day off. I don't get to say the people I love most are the most dangerous, so I'm sitting this one out. I can't. Not if I want to be who I say I am for people. I just can't do it. If you have to, that's your choice. I'm not here to judge you for that. But for me, I cannot do that. But I guess all I wanted to say was go into this week feeling lighter. Trump he's had his pinnacle of whatever he's going to do. People are seeing him for who he is. And in cults, because you're quiet, you also have your ear to the floor kind of thing, because you want to see if you hear anyone else saying stuff. And so if we can get these messages posted all over, they will have a way to be able to say, you know, I'm seeing a lot of posts that people are leaving. Do you think they're real? What do you think? They need an innocent way to bring it up instead of saying, I think something's going on. They need ways to do that, to engage. And the more people that say that, the more likely they are to leave, because they'll feel like they have permission to do it. Because cults' brains are not their own. They require a lot of validation to do what they do. So anyway, it's just good news. It's just good news. And I wish I could just mail you all a big envelope of all the stuff so you can see it. I try and get them on here, but sometimes I just don't get very far. But anyway, believe and have faith, because it is happening.
It's clear decisions have consequences. It's easy to ignore the bigger picture when it doesn't affect you directly, but now it's hitting home. People have been saying this for a while, and it's a tough lesson to learn. The message is simple. Think before you vote. Like the video if you get this interesting, share to everyone, and subscribe for more thoughtful reactions. Bye-bye. See you to the next one.